before I touch anything mechanical or remove anything factory from the car, I'm gonna show you that it's a complete virgin. Everything is there. Factory box, evap, got a stupid alarm, power steering rack, power steering, cruise control. It's a true 97 in its original form. If I didn't show you before, I'll show you again. There you go. Factory Honda radio. Behind that side also has a factory, what you call it? CD player. All factory. Everything works, everything is there. All completely factory. All I did was take out the motor. The motor's out of it. Now I'm about to remove the rest of the AC, these two lines right here. And that line, the dryer box on the bottom. Pair it with those, and that's it. Once all that's out, then I can start. Somebody's coming to pick this up. AC. And I'll probably, whoever wants the rest of it, should I give it away? And before the motor goes in, I need to do a brake tuck because my turbo kit comes back up here. All right, about to start prepping the bay, taking all the stuff off. Taking off the support, intake, all the stuff is gonna come off. Fuel filter, fuse box is coming off. The alarm, old alarm is going off. Cruise control is going bye-bye. Power steering, might be putting on the other rack today. The manual rack, need to clean this up. Pressure wash the engine bay, and hopefully I can paint it. If everything goes well, I can do the brake tuck also. Right. Took off the intake box. All the wires are basically loose. I need to move this harness. Fuse box is off. Power steering lines are gone. Clutch line is gone. Slave cylinder's gone. Bumper's off. I gotta remove the support. Once that's removed, these are the two lines you're gonna have to cut. So what I'm probably gonna do is just take them both off of here. Leave them off. Take these, just unbolt all of these so I can pull it off, and then take the two lines from inside. All right, so for the brake line tuck, the two lines that you're concerned with would be these two. They run to the back of the car. On the proportional, you'll also see it says R and R for the rear. All right, so those same two lines. And you try to get it at the most straight point. So for me, I'm gonna try to aim for over here. But to try to make it easy, or as easy as possible, I'm gonna take these two off so I can move them and separate them, so I can get a good cut on it. I'm gonna take those off. I'm gonna take these two off. This one and this one. Sorry. This one and this one. Take those two off. Also gonna take this off. Okay, just this for right now. Two lines you're gonna cut. I'm gonna remove these two to make it easy. Same two lines for the rear. Gonna take these two out. This same line that goes over here, it's right there. Gonna take that out. Once I take it out, I'm gonna pull this line out, pull that line out, take these off, and pull this whole thing forward so I can take this off. That goes, then I can take the fuel. I gotta go into the car and take the fuel lines off, but that's the goal for right now. I'm not using anything special. I'm not using anything crazy. Regular 10 millimeter. I think this shit is from Harbor Freight or something. But obviously, put it on your line, you'll break your line loose. You'll take this one off. I'm gonna take these two off so I can separate these lines evenly and cut them. Pull that line off because it's gonna be unscrewed, and the same thing on this side. The same 10. Same 10. Same 10. Okay. Should you use a line wrench? Maybe. I don't got a line wrench. So initially I said I was gonna unscrew it to take it off because I gotta cut it here. Why waste time, right? No need to unscrew. So like I said, I pulled this line out. I know some people are gonna say, oh, brake fluid is on the paint. I clearly have to paint the engine bay, so don't worry about that. I took the line out. That's where it was. Took this side out. Took this side out. Unbolted everything. All right, everything's unbolted. That side's out. This is cut. So these two need to finish coming out. And once I'm finished, I'll pull the lines out. So I'll just be able to move it just like that, take those two off and pull it up. I took the two lines out. All right, so they're here. I'm just gonna hold this. Whoops. Sorry. Gotta go back around the field. There we go. There we go. All right, so now that's off. All right. Don't need that. That's for the other car outside. So now I gotta get rid of the fuel. These are the two lines I'm gonna focus on for the brake lines. Cut those.
Hey, well, hello there, guys. Didn't know you were back. Silly mate. Go ahead and put my drink down. Let you know what we're fixing to do. We're fixing to fix these brake lines here, buddy. So what's going on is there was a little black jacket, if I should say, or a little, let me cut off a piece to show you what I'm talking about, just so you're familiar with what I'm saying. Hey, a little sumbitch like that, little black piece like that, we're removing that so when we cut the line with this, everything's gonna work right. So what I want you guys to do is hold the line and peel it like so. Now when you peel it, you will get little strands like that, but it's gonna reveal the metal below. Once it reveals you guys don't know how to, so the way you peel this is kind of like how you peel a bra or a panty. You just start it and then start going down and just keep peeling it until it's naked. Naked meaning the metal. My tutorials are gonna be very different. Just enjoy.
All right, guys. See the line? The black line around it? Oops. Simply take the blade and run it down. Oops. There we go. See how that is? You run it down until you get your desired area cleaned.
To remove this, I suggest you drop the subframe because it's hard to fit.
See, it's very limited in room. So if you take out these two bolts, there's one up here. I already removed the control arm. There's two more bolts, one here. And there's one more there. Remove that, take the entire thing out. There we go. And that allows me to see them right there. They slide right out. No issues, all right. Two lines left are just the brake lines. All three fuel lines are out to the side. All three of them right here, filter everything. And I'm taking it out complete because I need it for the other vehicle. I'm gonna pull those out, run lines, steel braided lines, and that's it. I'm just gonna get a green pad. I'm gonna cut it, not much, just a smidgen. And what I use this for is just to clean it all. You will need one of these, which is basically a pipe cutter. You tighten this until this goes down, so it gets contact with the pipe, and then once you make a couple of rounds and you tighten it a little bit more, make a couple of rounds, tighten it some more, make a couple of rounds, and then eventually it'll fall off, gives you a really clean cut. After that, you'll need this kit. It's a flaring, well, you probably don't have to buy it. You can probably just rent it or something. But you need the flaring kit. This goes inside the tube and kind of flares it open so that you can connect the brake lines to that. All that stuff is gonna get shaved off. Once again, I'll show it to you. This one is from Rigid. Notice that I'm turning. Let's see if I can get it a little bit. Counterclockwise, it opens up. Clockwise, it closes down. What you try to do is, you just try to catch the line in it till it's snug, and just a little bit of pressure, then you kind of work it around the pipe. Pause. Work it around. Tighten it up some more. Work it around. Pause. Tighten it up some more, and then work it around until the pipe falls off. Pause again. But simple concept, and once you get them even enough, you'll be able to use the line, and you'll see where we go from there. So you can see now the lines are off. No longer a thing of the present. This is a thing of the past. There you go. And the goal is to try to get them as even as possible. So, oops, this will work for me. Even. Clean them out, put the cap down there. You should be ready to go. Type of tool to open this hole out. I don't have one, but I do have a test light. So what I'm doing with the test light is I'm putting the test light in the hole, pause, and I'm in a gentle circular motion trying to get it just to any kind of loose debris or any kind of over fraying, I guess. So this one is not done, but I'll just show you the slight difference so far. Let's take the test light out. You see? So now, whoops, come on. When I actually go to put this in there, oops, that tip can actually go in the hole and flare it properly. So once I finish this, I'll show you what it's supposed to look like, and then we'll continue from there. That's what we're looking like. She's no longer a virgin. She's been whored out. All right. I want to try to see if I can use that same 10 bolt to put a bracket or a brace there. But let's see. All right. Let's get the Chase Bays harness installed. All right. So here you go. This is the piece from Chase Bays. This is what actually connects to those two lines. Right? As you see it is how it needs to be assembled. This comes off. Well, they both come off. This comes off. There's a piece in here. You can see it move. That piece right here So this goes on first on the line, and this goes on second, and this sits on the bottom of the line while you flare the top. All right, let's just give you another idea of what the inside looks like. It's like a cup. Ooh, does that look a little bit? Maybe that's just some kind of something that happens in production, I guess. Yeah, but nevertheless, that goes on. And then this is the tool that we'll be using to flare the line. Just took it out the box. I've actually never used one before, but what I just did was I used it on one of the cut lines that I had. So this, you basically squeeze the line in here and try to make it flush as you can. And then this piece will basically go, just to try to show you, and the cone will go inside of it, and that's how the line is gonna kind of flare. Well, gonna flare. This was the piece of line that I had that you guys see me cut off earlier, and that's the flare. That flare was put on by this. So that line, now, if I slid it on there, this part would go up first. You push it up to that flare, and then you'll take this up and tighten it, and that's how you'll get that seal. All right, onto the car. All right, it's in there. It's about flush. Yep, it's about flush. And now we're gonna flare it. That's one line, this one is not done yet. All right. It's not flared yet, but you can see the process is beginning. All right. That's after the flare. After that flare. Oops. And now this will slide up here. See? And then this will go behind it to tighten it into this line. Should fit in there. All right, second line. First one is already flared. And do the second one. Remember, you gotta put the sleeves on before you do it. All right, put the sleeves on. Put the rubbers on before you do it. All right, there we go. So now what I'll do is I'm actually gonna bend the line from here just a little bit to get it flat against here, but I'm gonna try to run the other lines first. So far, so good. All right, so this is the line we're gonna use real quick. Obviously, the shorter side goes to the driver's side, all right? So personally, this is for the front brakes. The front side, closest one to the front, is for front brakes. This, I'm putting it behind the harness right now. The harness is not gonna be there, but I'm gonna put it behind the harness and in the hole. Behind the harness, in the hole, and then that will get me to right here. Right? See where it is? That's where it's gonna get me. This one, it's gonna move right now. This one I'm gonna put it below the line, behind the rack. It's gonna be below the steering rack also. The steering rack is not back in the car. And then I'm gonna go up through this other side, and to the brake. And that's how that's gonna be. So that's basically the setup. This one, this is for the front brakes. One goes this way. See that? No, you good, Mom. And then this line goes on this side. Good. Once that's done, the bias valve has an in and an out. There's many places you can mount it. There's a bracket on it. And then from the back over here, you'll have a line going from this, which is out to the rear brake. It'll go in here and then out from here to this fitting. All right. All right. And there she goes. It's not tightened up, but I'm gonna paint the engine base. So I just wanted to make sure I know where everything went. That just needs a screw back there. That'll stay right there. It's the proportional, not the proportional, the bias. I can turn it to favor which side I want more, or which I want more, front or rear. This just, I don't want it on the firewall right now, but I'm gonna put a fastener in between here. Just get this to sit back there, boom. And then the other line goes under, and up and over. That's it. Just hopefully I can end the video with the engine bay cleaned. I'm not sure if I'll be able to paint it, but I'll try to at least clean it up. Just like that, she's done. Remember we spoke about this? This line goes here, feeds the rear of the car. This line goes up to the rear portion over there. These two split and they go one on this side, one on that side. And that, my friend, is it. Brake tuck complete. Time for some bonus footage.